Welcome back, fourth grade mathematicians. Today is a new and exciting day. Today we will be working on the distributive model for multiplication. So we're going to start off with this problem, 6 times 13. 6 times 13. And I'm thinking that that would essentially be 6 groups of 13. And if I said to you, let's use base 10 blocks to model our thinking, seems like that might take a little while. But you guys, it actually is so helpful. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So what I'm seeing is, I'm just going to draw this. Like that would be my stick. I've turned it sideways, but that's my long or my stick. And that represents a group of 10. Okay, so there's that. And then we've got our ones. Do you see how that would represent 13? So we've got a group of 10 and 3 extra ones. So 10, 11, 12, 13. We need to do that 6 times. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. There's 2 groups of 13. 3 groups of 13. 4 groups of 13. 5 groups of 13. Last but not least, we have 6 groups of 13. So we are multiplying 6 times 13, but we're using first base 10 blocks. So what I'm noticing is that we have now, really we're pointing out how we've multiplied 6 times our, over here, our 10s. Let's go ahead, I'm going to circle. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 10s. Okay, so we have 6 10s now. And how many ones do we have? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have 6 10s plus we have, oh my goodness, 18 ones. Okay. 6 10s, well, and if you can imagine here, looks like we're coming up with some partial products. So we've got 6 10s. Let's write that as a number, just like we focused on yesterday. Okay, so 6 10s, well, that's the same as 60. I'm going to go ahead and write that. So now it looks like we have a partial product. We can't forget about our ones, though, and actually, we could just write that as ones. So we have 60 plus 18, well, 60 plus 18, and I can go ahead and I can either add it up mentally, or I can go ahead and even do the standard algorithm. And I've got 8 plus 0 equals 8. We've got 6 10s plus 1 10 is 7 10s. So now we know that 60 plus 18 is 78. So that means that 6 times 13 equals 78. Really what I just did was I used base 10 blocks, but I also did a distributive model. I broke this problem apart in order to find partial products and then moved on. Before we go on, I actually would feel more comfortable if I just did one more. So I'm just quickly erasing here. Bear with me. So underneath it, let's just try this one more time. If I had 5 times 14. Now this time, let's take the challenge, and we don't need to use those base 10 blocks. What we need to do is to be able to understand how to distribute, to break apart our numbers. So what I'm looking at is 5 times 14. But that can also, if we broke apart this 14, I know that 14 is made up of a group of 10 and 4 ones. So I can rewrite this as 5 times that group of 10 plus 5 times the 4 ones. We can't forget, we just showed it with a picture using those base 10 blocks. Now we're showing it without the picture. And I know that 5 times 10 is 50. There's my partial product. Plus, 5 times 4 is 20. Let's add up our partial products. 50 plus 20. I know that 5 tens plus 2 tens is 7 tens, and 7 tens is the same as 70. So I showed it to you 2 different ways in order for you to be able to wrap your mind around this. Friends, you have a job and it's off to the side, and you essentially will be solving using the distributive model as well. Feel free to rewind and watch those base 10 blocks being used and how we broke apart that 13. And then also notice how we broke apart this 14. All right, rock stars, you got this. Show us what you know.